And we're back, but I don't know if I like mess things up, so we'll see. We'll find out, I guess. Um, yeah, so we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, the critically acclaimed MMORPG. My name is Music. My microphone is like, oh, oh. Hi. Ooh, I don't know if that like made crazy sounds for you guys. So sorry. So yeah, we're back playing this and um yeah. We're in Endwalker. Shit went down. For a recap, Nadana was captured. I'm not too happy about it, I'll be honest. She was taken. We found out some spoilers. All of this is spoilers, by the way, for Endwalker if you haven't played it. So please, please, cover your ears if you need to. But yeah. One second, sorry. So basically, Nadana was captured. We found out that Fandaniel, who used to be Asahi, is also Amon. So that was like that whole thing with Owen. Yeah, captured Nadana. So I'm not too happy about that, to be quite honest. And I think that's honestly where we're at right now. We have an ad break coming up in like 3 minutes, so prepare yourselves. I'm so sorry. All these freaking ads. I don't know how I feel about the ads. I know how I feel about the ads because I don't like ads. So I'm like, great. Now I'm the man. I don't know if you guys have seen School of Rock with what's his name, Jack Black, but definitely not. The joke is about the man. I don't think I like being the man, except for the most part, I'm usually uptight. So I guess it just goes without saying that, like, I guess I'm ending up being the man. But yeah, so I guess we'll continue along with the story. I'm gonna finish up here. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money there. I feel like everything, oh my god, everything costs money. Britannia is 4. It doesn't cost as much as it does going there. So maybe I should put a some posts down in places. I'll do that on another stream. Let's just get our butts over there. We'll do a little of this, we'll teleport, and we'll continue on. But yeah, so we're gonna continue the story. We're gonna see what's going on over here. Let's see. And let me turn on some music. I feel bad. It's all just like quiet. I know I have music playing on one place, but I don't have music playing in the other place. Did that not go through? Hello? Is there just no music? Hello? I can hear sounds. Yeah, there's music. Okay. Well then. So I think Vershawn is over here, so we're gonna have to travel over there. On foot. Oh, there's our music. I guess we'll listen to this on the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I just killed our bird. Never mind. We're not listening to anything. No music. I'm trapped. Help. Okay, well, that ended before it started. We'll try it again. Okay, there we go. I feel like all my buttons are all messed up. But yeah, so nice. So yeah, I'm just quite interested to find out like where the story is gonna go, specifically with the Star Trap. I don't know if we can trust him. You know, I think a lot of that comes from like residual stuff from Estinian, because obviously Estinian doesn't trust like dragons specifically. And I know that's kind of like hard to have that kind of prejudice, because I know that there's like a lot of like dragonkin or like auras. More so that like, you know, I like I used to be an aura. That was my original character. So it's not that I have a prejudice against them. But because Estinian feels a certain type of way, I kind of, well, not even because he feels that way. I just feel like I don't trust people in this game ever since, I think, I don't even want to say it was Heavensward, and I don't want to say it was Stormblood. I would say like ARR. Since again, more spoilers, but I mean, if you're watching an Endwalker video, then you've probably already gone through a lot of the other content. But in ARR, when our dearly beloved, now I can't even remember her name. Oh my god, because I haven't said it in so long. The Sultana, when she drank the poison, after that moment, I just stopped trusting everyone. I was like, F that. I don't trust anybody in this game. So I think that's where I'm kind of at this point. Yeah. For sure. All present, then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and the strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Cool. I really don't trust the kid either. Tricky. It's so bad. It's so bad, but it's so true. Oh, wow.
A vast rock squats upon Fathom, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads this bigger.
Yeah.
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
It's so beautiful.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
I feel like I'm eating right in the mic. I'm so sorry.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
I think shit's hitting fans. I'm actually gonna let this keep playing for a second. I need to put my contacts on.
Here we are, Megadota. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
The music is so sad. Like, it's so beautiful, but it's also so sad. Sadness.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
I'm scared.
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
He seems normal for now.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your
So I'm gonna
assistance
grab a
was
hat.
invaluable in the creation
Like,
of
I'm
the
still
warring
watching.
scale.
My hat's right there.
Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
I'm thinking... Yeah, I think like the first option is definitely like the cleanest. Like, I just want to stress that, like, it's probably most important to me right now.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nedana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Oh, he's actually not.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Oh, there's a dragon.
He hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
There really is a dragon. That's pretty cool. Like, that's cool that Estinians
you
saw.
wish.
It's not cool that, like, they tried to lie to us. And the song,
We
Progenitor.
travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian. But you are known to me.
Oh my god, who is it?
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
So I'm assuming he's a sibling.
I am Vritra,
Vritra.
and for years
Vritra.
uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Okay. Vritra.
Vritra,
The first brood.
sibling to Hraesvelger and Nidhogg.
Hraesvelger. Hraesvelger.
My
Hraesvelger.
elder brothers, of Midgard Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
So he was like runt of the litter? I don't mean that in a bad way, because I always love the runts.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured.
This song.
Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz Adhan.
But if Vitra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end.
I can see that.
I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Oh shit.
"'Tis here, buried within a semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radz Adhan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve
So
as
it's a
an
homunculus.
inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Simulacrum.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
Interesting. And that's why they gave each other like that weird look.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses.
I see.
Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood.
Because now he has, it's like he's infused with the dragon too, right?
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another,
Yeah.
yet did neither one of us bear his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
Interesting.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Adhan.
That's so amazing. Radz.
With all haste must we
I
take
didn't even get the
in hand
name.
the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
Okay.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a sure path before me.
Use us.
Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings.
Yeah.
Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau.
He's gonna use us, which is fine. I'd rather us than lose more people, like Nidana.
The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
I'm down.
Talisman Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
Okay.
I am in thy debt.
I was about to say, if Asinian refuses, he's a fucking hypocrite, but he's just ready to go. I get it. I am too. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to return to the Aetheryte here before departing, unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. Not only are we going to do that, we're going to go find those fucking ether currents. Actually, no, I'll do that off stream. Wait, did I not? Did they not let me in? Is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? So which one was I supposed to... Which one was I supposed to, Okay, so I was just supposed to come here, but not actually attune to this, but I attuned to that one. Everything's gonna be okay, I suppose. No. Whoa. Okay, register favorite destination. So, I really like Ralgar's... Oh, I don't even know where on the map we are. We're here. And Athard is there. Hingashi is here. How far is Ralgar's reach from here? Ralgar's reach is 245. Cheap. I'm doing some math calculations in my head. Give me just a moment. So, if I do... I should just switch this out for Idleshire. Set favorite destination, Idleshire. For now, at least. Create, and then Where is... I have to sneeze so bad. It's $1,000 to get there. Pause. I know I sound crazy because it's literally just 1,000. And we're like, well, what of it? But money's money. Frugality. Frugality is the essence of frugality. I didn't even have to run this whole way. I'm talking about frugality. I just wasted a sprint. Etherite. Excuse me. Alchemist Guild. Hiya. Hi there. No, wrong person. Hi there. Yes, 300 gil. Mwah. A steal. Hello. This song, it is like so Animal Crossing coded. I think this is gonna sound so stupid. How much is it to go to 7? 4. 5. I'm gonna cry. This music's so good. I don't know what to do. I'm fine with that. Because I can do that to get to... Yeah, so we're going to do this. This. Yes. I wanted to like make a way to like have everything be equidistant from each other so that it's only like a max of like 500 or 700 each way. But I don't think that's physically possible. But now that that's yeah, I'm fine with the decision. I'm fine with it. Ugh. Look at how close. I clicked the wrong button and I was about to start auto walking into the trees. Okay. I think this is where the location is. Yeah. God, that song. Brilliant. Brilliant song. Just as I was getting used to the balmy Thavnir, well, back in chilly Sharlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, your investigation here remains, but when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Cool. And now to go... I don't know why I just took that as the paladin. That was really smart. Smart shit. I needed to accept that as my red mage. We're going to... I thought we were going to the studium for this one, or I guess this is... No, this is... Oh. Numenon. Numenon. It's called Numenon. I made this really big. It's like really in my face. I'm so sorry. Hiya. Okay, there we go. I was like eating it. My bad. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenon, Sharlayan's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, the one of many at that, for the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Google Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Sharlayan is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Stola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alice and Alphino will help me continue my research through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Sharlayan history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once we've found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Oh shit. Oh shit. This one? Okay. Long, long ago, on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rogadin man by the name of Nyunkrumpf. Hey, Nyunkrumpf was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Nyunkrumpf's crew hauled them aboard his ark. But the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Nyunkrumpf wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop Abelathia's spine. That's the ship that's sitting above, it's near the locks, like the peaks and that area, like the fringes. What is it? Grihabania? Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Nyunkrumpf gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers, and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast, where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on a beach of an island and settled upon the very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Sharlayan we live in to this day. Interesting. That's really cool. Let's see. Roads of Old, the colony. I hope I'm not going to just endlessly read books. I'm trying to find those three. Oh, okay. Many years ago, on the banks of the Thiliac in the Dravanian hinterlands, a Sharlayan colony once thrived. The settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th astral era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and the demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was furthermore inundated with Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdoms of the Sharlayans. So this is like New Sharlayan. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Sharlayan colony. So this is like Idleshire, New Sharlayan area. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Sharlayan, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, Sharlayan inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it another name, Idleshire. Nice. The following chapters go into introduce the most prominent features of Idleshire. This book does not appear to contain anything. Yeah. Fuck. Sorry. I might want to come back later to get more information on lore, but I'm nervous that if I don't get the lore now, I won't be able to come back and get lore later. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. Hey, Pop. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, How's predecessor? Arcanium came that found the Sharlayan War. His madness and to the despair upon raising. I'm pretty good. Just getting through these quests. Renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. For the certain stewards of wisdom upon foundation of regulated, they built a whole lot unlike important arms. Knowledge of economics and truth, the sewers and endless squabbles over water, wealth of expertise and water, coin and world and warming can thrive. And so it was a matter of trials and tribulations of the age that citizens Sharlayan would thrive. Teaching for the sake of better tomorrow, for the sake of brighter star, they would eschew self war and with knowledge delivered to the world. That's interesting. Because aren't they all about like non-intervention? And that's very like share it with the world. Interesting. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to play like a little bit of like Numata after this. Like I'll probably play for like another hour and then do Numata. But I was gonna say maybe we can do Baldur's Gate tomorrow if you're down. Forever 20 years. My beloved. Or we can also play Baldur's Gate off stream today. I don't know how late you're staying up. But you're off today, right? You're off on Thursday? What's today? Today is Thursday. Series of knowledge, learning before often not like to live the rest of your body.
Whatever you want.
I too once engaged in foolish practices, but one night an epiphany for all the world's mysteries.
I muted that whole time.
Huh?
I muted that whole time.
I think right now I just heard you right now. Living is at the same time. Another moon, another summer. They could do this pursuit. Gaze in the skies above contemplated mysteries of Canaan, there's no randomness but vastness. Mystery of night, sun, and down in space, yet amongst the boundless sea of stars, from the last sea remain unreachable, unknowing destination there reviewed in the aliens, that's where we do. Sign of technology is all I get. Expression. Interesting. I thought that was going to go into astrology, like for like the astrologian or astrologian like job. That would have been cool. The Voice of Growing City. I think this one's going to be our last book. In the years which followed the founding of Sharlayan, civic policy and other matters of importance were decided by Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format... one second, sorry. Increasingly impractical, the larger number of participants gave rise to even larger debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Sharlayan would transition to a new form of governance. The nations would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of a nationwide vote. This was a forum, as we know it today, conceived and created. Interesting. Wait, what was that?
The tower yet?
No. I just started like Kryle's version of like the quest, so now I have to go through all of hers. I don't know how long this one is, but I'm assuming it's going to be just as long as like the Thancred one. Great. What?
Class. What stuff for his class?
Who did what with class?
Baldur's Gate?
Oh, what about it?
Lot. Added like a lot.
Oh, yeah, I saw. I mean, even just going through that mod list, that was crazy. I was like, is there a mod they didn't add? I just wanted bigger titties. That's a joke. I want to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Kryle should at least, I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in Archon stacked mentioned the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare, and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate. Plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of our family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father was instructed the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Sharlayan, we were not to be allowed to cross the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position and that of the Forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Ah, well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Sharlayan, yes, but I was born rather further away. In the southern reaches of Ilsabad, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Thavnair. The Alligans founded a city in the fertile land, and by ship brought in subjugated tribes of the Mikote to serve as labourers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, and they might prevent the remnants of Allagan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garleman renamed the region Locus Amonis. When I was a boy, a near town came under jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnis. House Darnis demonstrated a singular interest in Allagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favour of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allagan Eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. The fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last child born with the Allagan Eye, I was given over to the custody of friends in the students of Baldessian. who had me registered as a Sharlayan citizen. I never considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louis Soir, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Sharlayans than you think. Yet regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. This is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish to remain in a nation which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. I got excited and I didn't read what she said. My bad. Excuse us while we try to make some headway in these books, Reximian. More company should be arriving any moment now. We've returned with our selections. Although I must say, the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Cryle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we'll be looking into research papers on the umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps the knowledge of the final days come from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who hasn't witnessed the events of Amarot firsthand, and fear I may by overlooking critical details. I'm your guy. Every time he does that, in my head I think, I'm your guy. My thanks. Now where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew nigh? A complete destabilization of creation magics, yes. Primals of unrivaled power were summoned from the ether. No, the worst kind of phenomena you can imagine. It was creation magics, because I remember there being creatures that were, like, wonky. Mind you, I got to Amarot at the end of, like, that weird, like, sleep deprivation thing. It was like I hadn't slept well. The chaos extended to ancients themselves, causing the powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. The more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Ishtola surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. Was there aught else of note that which heralded the approach of the final days? Caused by disaster all at once. They say it began with a keening sound from the land itself. Alphino, you can answer that one. I forgot the answer. I'm gonna go with this middle one. He'll correct me if I'm wrong, right? Ah, yes. The Amarotins spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Eventually, it resounded all across the star, and not even Amarot was spared. A sound. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive, and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of Numenon's mammoths, and ask of any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiark. Yes, with Elizabeth. Okay, I'm gonna say Elizabeth. With Elizabeth serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiac brought salvation to the star. Only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set right. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiac, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the Primal. Oh. Might have, had Venat and her followers not manifested their opposition in the form of Heidelin. Interesting. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of the events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telephroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with the towers of their... What they're doing in those towers of theirs is forcing people to summon Primal as a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by the unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech? That's what I think they're doing, but now I'm thinking it might be the other one. A convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash. But this is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return to our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Ishtola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. Yeah, I can't tell if it's like a metaphor for like, oh, this is going to be like crazy stuff, or no, like we're actually going to like repeat what the fuck happened. So that's where I'm at. Am I the last? I'm the last, I am. Am I? I can't even fucking talk. Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced one or two, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Couldn't read it. If you recall, Urion Jade learned of the source's reflection from the Goron Oracle. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the great Gubal library. 'Tis even less likely that the knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be the Archons or Councillors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fourcheneau with the knowledge of the Telephroi and the machinations, he scoffed at the suggestions that they posed any threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us, which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Yeah, makes sense. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or not, this book could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. What? Are we going to go into a library? I feel like we're going to go into a library again. Oh, I keep making it seem like there's a dungeon coming up when I think like the first dungeon is the Zot Tower, or Tower of Zot. So I got excited that we were going to go into a... You labor for what feels like ages as a church assistant. I like that. I wish we would have seen it. Damn. Oh dear, you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? Yo, what's up, Stevie? Wait, what is that? That's so cute. Is that a little cat? It's so cute. Meow. Hi, welcome. Let's see. I love seeing all like the little emo. I love Twitch for just like the emotes, like literally just seeing all of them. Oh, it's a little wolf. Oh, that's even better. I love wolves. So like, oddly enough, when people ask me like, what animal would you be? My two like animals are like either wolves or monkeys. Like I wish I was a monkey or I wish I was a wolf. And like, if Final Fantasy ever created like extra species, I would want them to make like a wolf or a monkey. Like a half wolf, half monkey. Hey, put them together, half wolf, half monkey. I'm not gonna. I'll stop, Pat. But yeah, yeah, wolves and monkeys. I just think they're cool. But it's so cute. That's adorable. How's your night been? How are you? Happy Thursday now. It's Thursday. Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a mammoth at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. I would love a wolf panda. A wolf panda? Like a wolf panda hybrid? Hybrid? Hey, I leveled up. Let's go. Wolf panda hybrid. I'm picturing a wolf panda hybrid, even though you haven't answered yet. In my head, I'm picturing a wolf panda hybrid. It's looking interesting. It's looking spicy. Why is it spicy? Like in a very good way. Ready for a tax break? A tax break? Wow. We can see where my head's going. I'm already worried about tax breaks. Oh my god, my brain. And I'm not an accountant. Yeah, a hybrid. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cute. I could see it. Ready for a tea break, Raximian? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbour, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables and I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we haven't seen... I mean, well... I'll stop myself while I'm ahead. Because I was going to say, we haven't seen, like, panda... Because I was thinking of pandas, and okay, I can't even talk. My train of thought went panda and then bear, and I was like, we haven't seen, like, bear hybrids, but I'm like, we have a Hrothgar, where they're bigger, like the, what is it? The body shapes are bigger. So, like, Hrothgar Rogadins. And then I was like, well, what's the smaller version? And I was like, well, we have Catboys and, like, Hurs. The Highlanders would be equal to, like... I don't think we have something, like, in that capacity where there's, like, a Highlander version of an animal. So I could see, like, maybe, like, a wolf panda hybrid fitting in there. You know, like, we need something for that body type. Down here. That'd be cool. This music is so good. Oh. As busy as ever, I see. How very Charlian that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Telophoroi. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Accompanying you? Oh, they're like really pushing this accompanying thing. Sounds good. Am I gonna have to like ask? Is this gonna be like a thing of like the? I wish we can get a Catboy, but as a fox and a fluffy tail. Listen, they have so much more to add species wise, and like, I'm gonna tread very carefully here. I'm going to tread very carefully here because, like, I don't see myself as a part of the furry community. there's nothing wrong with the furry community. I endorse and support anything that is safe and that makes you happy. Live your best life and live your best Final Fantasy. However, having an alt that's a cat boy and like wanting to express my like fullest like animalistic self, they definitely need to add more like animal anthropomorphic species. Yeah, I totally agree. Like having a fox boy would be really cool with a fluffy tail. Agreed. And like they tried it with the little there's like that headband, little fox like the fox headband, and then you can get that wolf tail. Like they definitely like added glam items for us to try to do it on our own, but it's not the same. Like I don't wake up that way. I have to put a glam on for it. I get what you're saying. And I was saying tread lightly because I don't want to like, I'm not trying to disrespect or offend anyone. We all have our pleasures that we seek and our happinesses that we seek. So that's why I wanted to be very respectful. So yeah. What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstood, sir. Was simply wondering if you knew of the Telefroi. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear, and... Wait, you're the House of Levielga, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner. I've heard that you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and here you are giving the truth to the rumour. Oh, thank you to leave me be. I've not to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologise. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ounce? Is that supposed to be ounce? But it's ounce? Ounce. Of civility from one so enlightened. Come, Raximian. Yo! Rexiford, thank you so much. The power of coffee compels us. Oh my gosh. The power of coffee compels. I was thinking of doing a shot of espresso, but I think I'll last for another few hours. So I was like, that's probably not good. So I didn't. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Hi, welcome. Hello. And now, since the moment, okay, by the way, the one time I got your name right, I don't even know what came out of my mouth, and you said I got your name right, and I was like, yay. And so now I'm always like, Rexifer? And I'm always like, it's question mark? Because I'm like, did I get it? I don't know what I said that time I got it right, the first time. So, yeah. Hey. Also, hey, I see Shadow's in here as well. Hey, Shadow. Do I call you by your name? Yeah, it's like Lucifer, but Rexifer. Yeah, okay, cool. Great. Yeah. Cash. It's cash. It's cash. It's casual. It's like that one song by that one person. She's great. I wasn't going to drop her name. I don't know why I wasn't going to drop her name. It's Chapel. It's Chapel. But yeah. How was the rest of your stream? How was the rest of Kingdom Hearts? Also, that got me in the feels. Because Kingdom Hearts is what got me into Final Fantasy in the first place. That was like my gateway drug. It was like... Took a hit of Kingdom Hearts, and then I was like, what's this? Yeah. It was good. And then we swapped over to DBD. Oh, that's right. I saw you playing DBD. Because I had you up playing Kingdom Hearts, then I had my friend up playing DBD, and then I went back to you and you were playing DBD, and I was like, I wonder if they're going to see each other at some point. I forgot that you switched to DBD. Yeah, the only thing that I need to like get my life together with Kingdom Hearts is that like I didn't like I need to actually like finish Kingdom Hearts. I need to finish Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I need to play like the in-betweeners, because anything that wasn't on PlayStation I didn't play because I didn't have the other consoles or like the other like things, and so I need to play them because now they're available like on like they're all available now so that you can play them on console. So I need to actually like do a playthrough of like the entire thing. I need to put the pieces together, yours and mine. That's what he says, right? Something like that. Yeah. I'm so happy they got released on Steam. Yeah, I didn't even know that that was like a thing. I thought like when they released the whole thing, they released it for like the universe and for everyone. So I didn't know that like there was like, yeah, I didn't know that they still hadn't like released it for like certain, I don't want to say communities, but like for certain, what's the word? For certain gaming sectors. I think we're on an ad break, so momentary pause. But yeah, I'm going to keep walking around here. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Is this it? Wait. I can also zoom in. I don't know why I didn't zoom in. I'll be lurking for a bit while I wind down for the evening. Join MSQ. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me. Also, when I think that I'm muted, I whisper / I don't say anything. I'm like, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. That means a lot. With my ASMR, because I don't know if you can hear me. We were in an ad break, so I just made sure I didn't say anything. Thank you for lurking. It means a lot. And yes, I'm gonna try. A lot of things are happening, like a lot of quiet things, right? They're setting up a lot. They're setting up a lot to explode in my face, I feel. So, but yes, I will enjoy it. And thank you again for the raid. It means a lot. Yes. And also, Stevie, if you're still there, yes. To the fox. I wasn't done talking about that because I still want a wolf now that you have me thinking about it. And Pap, if you're still there, you know how I feel about that certain animal, and I still want it in this game now that the idea has been dropped, even though it probably will never happen. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we were hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telophoroi and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Laviere. My apologies, but I work in the offices of the Forum, and if word reached Master Fourcheneau that I was helping you. I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. Oh, well, at least she was nice about it. Is that a spinning wolf head? Okay, I'm gonna have to... I'm following you, right? Hold up. Okay, well, I don't know how I wasn't following you before, but I'm following you now, so I can get notified for your next stream. Because as soon as where is this next one? Not me going to the back of the restaurant. Oh my god, what was I gonna do at the back of the restaurant? Holy hell. Following you so I can get the next notification for your next stream, because I definitely want that emote. Excuse me? My 11-year-old's coming out because it's 1:30. It's 1:40 in the morning. Cool. Hey, my guy. Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Mistress Alice I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Ticken, the owner of The Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the studium. Seems like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right back home?
It's complicated, and I haven't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems.
Well, it is House Louvier. No matter how discreet Master Faucheneau may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now, of all times?
We have questions, and only Charlian has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days?
What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find, information on this apocalypse.
Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak to me.
I wish there was more I could do to help. He's like, you over there, speak to her. But maybe there is. You were a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're setting down the food, and you might just get the answers you're looking for.
Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think?
I'm your guy. Ay. That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. The omelette is for one of the regulars. Are they going to make me remember this? Okay, wait. Water's edge. The omelette is for one of the regulars, is one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisela. She's sitting at an outside table with a friend of hers. Behind them, you should see a Mikote gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Got all that? If you're not sure, just ask and I'll explain again. Good luck. I'm gonna get it all wrong. What is this? I was supposed to play Chef Life today. I would have been doing this for real. I was supposed to play Chef Life today, and I did not do it. The tea set.
Oh, my tea set, lovely. Thank you. The who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them, or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the 6th astral era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off.
She's a witch. Someone's the omelet. Omelet?
Finally. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste.
I don't know. We're spitballing here.
What? The Teleferoi? Oh, yes, I remember seeing that name in the latest Gazette. And some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral.
Huh? Was I supposed to have the banter? I think I was supposed to have the banter. You saved the world how many times now? And now they want you to be a server? Yeah, it's like... We'll talk about that in a second. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I have scrimped and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish. I made him Italian. I don't know. Like, really bad Italian. I'm so sorry. That's probably... The final days, this is the first I've heard of it, although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. You don't know what a gleaner is. They're collectors of the sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlotte. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. By all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Telephroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before, not like this. Yes, it's interesting because we keep saving the world and then they keep making us do all these like mundane things, and I'm like, at first I was like not about, during ARR I wasn't about it because I was like, I have shit to do, my friends are like off away like doing cool stuff and I want to do cool stuff too. Now I'm like, I want to walk slowly to be like, hey Alize, how's it going? Any trouble with the customers? Because it sounds cool in my head. Okay, real quick, pause, time out. Favorite episode of like, okay, I have multiple favorite episodes of like the Justice League, like the animated series, Justice League Unlimited. One of my favorite episodes, I think it's the episode where, actually I'm forgetting. I get them confused because there's two separate episodes where like Wonder Woman's a badass. But anyways, in this episode, Wonder Woman is like, she's on her day off and she was like at the bank or some shit. But she's wearing like a white power suit. I'm pretty sure it's a white power suit, like white, in my head it's white denim, with like a blue blazer, and it's her day off, and like all of a sudden these robbers are like stealing money, and she's like pissed because she's like, it was my day off. Like she stops the car with her fist, like she punches the front of the car and it stops. She goes and grabs them both out of the car and she's about to beat their ass. Like Superman has to come and stop her and is like, whoa, Diana, slow down. And she's like, huh. But like, she's like, it was my day off. It's always men. I think it's the same episode. It has to do with men. Like it's a very like feminine episode about like, yeah. But I say it because I just love that she's like doing mundane shit. Like here's this woman who has saved the world countless times doing mundane shit, and now on her day of like chores and like errands and everything, now she has to like, oh yo, hey, how's it going? Shadow, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. How's it going? You were just hearing my rant about Wonder Woman and her mundane errands. Yo, thank you so much. Whoa, you didn't have to. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Hi. Oh, and the rainbow. Now we're fully like, I can't say certain words because they're yeah. Yeah, and you have a founder badge. Yeah. There's a lot of unlocks for that. Thank you again so much, and thank you for the raid. Welcome. I was just talking about, Stevie had made a comment that we've saved the world countless times, and now we're doing busboy stuff and being like a server. And then I brought up this point about Wonder Woman, how on her day off she was running errands, and then she was like beating up bad guys' asses, and I always love context switches where like someone who just like beat up a god one day is like, oh, I'm just gonna go like to the supermarket tomorrow and like do something normal. That's why I love like One Punch Man. Mwah, great example of that. Like I love One Punch Man because he's like super chill and like, oh yeah, like now I have to go like beat up that like intergalactic boss from like outer space. Like I think that's such a cool concept in my head. Yeah, hey, sometimes we gotta live a normal life. Yeah, like I think it's great. Like the juxtaposition is just like putting it together. I'm like, no, I dig it, I can dig it. But it is funny that like people keep like, hey, I know that you just beat like, you know, 500 primals asses, but can you like go and like do this for us too? I'm like, sure. In a normal context, I would probably be like, sure, Of course I'll do that. But since it's my Final Fantasy, I'm like, of course I'll do it. But yeah, anyways, sorry. Any trouble with the customers? How was your stream? How was the rest of your stream? I say that because now I'm looking at myself because I was just watching you. Like I was watching you doing Duolingo. And so now I'm watching myself, but yeah. Honestly, I had a whole breakdown one time while playing Final Fantasy XIV. Why did you have a breakdown? What happened? Are you talking to, getting anyone talking? Because there is so much pressure on us as the world savior. There is. Well, there is. Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum does not have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. Nah, I don't trust you. And when we think there is plot armor... What are you trying to tell me? What's going to happen? Please don't crush me, not now. But let's enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and the wagging tongues. I'm not telling you anything. Hold on, I just want to recap and rewind for a moment here. I heard... Honestly, I had a whole breakdown one time while playing Final Fantasy XIV, because there's so much pressure on us as the world savior, and when we think there is plot armor, ... The fuck? It's just so much pressure on us. You left a giant ... No. Oh, no, my friend. That was not a... No. That was definitely an unfinished thought. You had a fully loaded... Yeah. How far have you gotten? Not far at all. Was somewhere in Kryle's quest. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight. We're doing Kryle's quest. I finished all of Thancred's and we met Vrarda, the dragon. And Estinian was very domesticated. Bless his heart.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
This bitch's voice actress fucking works. Vitra. Oh shit.
It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant.
Am I gonna cry?
Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Sharlayan? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark.
I'm gonna hop on.
And that Father's
Hop on Final Fantasy
XIV.
Hop on. Because I want to run the first dungeon with you. That's if I get to it.
Perhaps it was.
I don't know if I'm gonna get to it.
Grandfather on many occasions.
There's like 5 more quests.
Dismissive contempt.
Probably 6. But thank you. Yeah, I'm down. I also have my friend Pat.
What justifies the sacrifices we make in war? I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
No. No. Not at all. What the fuck is all this? Hello? Hello?
They They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos. Yeah. Take your time. Oh, we have an ad coming in like 3 seconds. Sorry.
Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Interesting.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat.
I'm trying to think. I don't know enough.
Wait. Didn't you hear something in the last stand about
The Gleaners,
coming
yeah.
and going more than usual?
They're taking
I
things.
think they're the ones we saw manning those boats.
Yeah.
And Gleaners answer to the
Forum. Yeah. But
if the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
tell me. A labyrinthine descent. Labyrinthine descent. Okay. We should tell the others what we're learning about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to Numenon, and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his caps back. Aw, that's sweet. Let's go. And then when I teleport back, I'm actually gonna check to see where we're at in the questies. Right in the questies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. Let's see how quickly we can go. Let's see how quickly we can move through them without rushing. A nice little dainty, brisk. You're on Gilgamesh, yeah? Yeah. And if not, I can come to you. If and when I get there. I also don't want to keep people up late. I also fully plan to get there, it can happen tomorrow. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm off Thursday. I'm off Friday. I'm off Saturday. I'm off Sunday. I plan to stream all fucking day. I'm going to get through Endwalker in the next 4 days. I don't know if I'm getting through Endwalker in the next 4 days, but I want to get through it as quickly as possible so I can get to Dawn Trail because, hey, 7.1 drops in November and I still have to make it through MS 1 through 5 through 17 and I have to get through all the fucking... I have to get through everything. Everything! Sorry for your ears. Not sure if I'll be on tomorrow, but I'll try and catch a dungeon with you when I can. For sure, literally. We'll run things together. Oh, don't you worry, your little heart. We're gonna run things together. A sudden and significant increase in gleaner traffic in cargo. It certainly gives the impression that of an over something. Let us see what the theory we can build from the facts. As Y'shtola observed earlier, Numenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Briximian and Alize learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale.
I do not think it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaner's recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situations for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Okay. I mean, we're gonna go. Let's beat them up. Beat it up. That was a quote by Kim Petras. I'm glad you approve. You won't be disappointed. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I see to it that each is returned to the proper place. That would be great help. Thank you, Raha. I love that she has... I love that nickname. That she has a nickname. I don't know if... Okay, pause. I don't know if I like that nickname for him, but I like that she has a nickname for him. Let's head downstairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Also, am I allowed in Labyrinthos? Because I thought I wasn't allowed in there, because I'm a foreigner. Let's see then. Where? Where's the entrance? Is it going to open up? I feel like the floor is going to open up. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Oh god. They made it seem like she was going to take off. Oh, I can't even walk like regular speed. It's pleasant here amongst the trees. But we should move along. Is this a joke? Did one of you all plan this? Move. Now we run. Try to keep up. Oh shit. Bitch, I'm a dancer. No, I'm joking. Come on, little lady. Keep those knees up. We cross this bridge. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm behind you. It's good stuff. Up here. In there. Isn't this where the forum is? When we did the tour, I feel like this is where, I could have sworn this is where... The rostra. Not far now. Oh, okay, no. Okay, yeah, the forum is in there. Is it through that door? Here we are. Through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Cool. Peloton, yeah. I was trying to give it to her because she was walking super slow. She was like, try to keep up. And then she was like, anyways, it's nice out, isn't it? And with the music, I was like, this is super romantic. How sweet. A nice little walk with my daughter. By the way, I view both Alphino and Alize and Reen as my children. I know that they're like, in my head, I also view them as like 22, 23. So like, they're not like, I know that they're not kids, but like, and I'm not that old either. Like in real life, I'm not that old. But like, I view them like, yeah, like kids or like younger siblings. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift and down we go. I wanted to preface that because I said romantic. It felt like a romantic stroll.
I don't view LSA that way. Let me make that clear.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed.
Interesting.
If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Laberintos. Bienvenidos a laberintos. Also, when I see laberintos or hear laberintos, when I see labyrinthos, like when my friends are traveling there, I always think of like Pan's Labyrinth. So I'm always like thinking of that movie. Yeah.
Not what you expected.
Not.
I must admit, the artifice is very convincing.
And the music, not what I was
I
expecting.
assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma.
Oh, this music.
It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today.
Yeah.
It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Yeah. That's suspicious. That's weird.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Cry on my love.
Did you call to me just now?
No.
No. How odd. I must be a bit
What's
dizzy
happening?
from the descent.
Help.
I'll be fine, I'm sure.
No.
Let's get to work, shall we?
I'm so tired of people saying I'll be fine, I'm sure. And like we literally almost lost like half the crew when we went to freaking the first. Bruh. Por please. Por please. Oh, also we have this at pause. Ooh, pause. Where are we at? 82. Let me get Reaper to 82 and then we will switch. Dorbin. Hello, Dorbin. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and ore and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one a few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in on our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Taking stock in Labyrinthos. Cool. Let me think. The Rhea seeds should be item 1058. Cumin seeds 1059. Snurblesberry 1060. Or were they 1061?
Ah, my head feels like it's stuffed with moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Corthan carrots for the Girabinian carrots? What then? Why are they... That sounds not good. They're transferring everything out. I know his face! Okay, sorry. You're here to help me. You're here to help and give me more headaches because you don't have you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was exhausted. He took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Why is he here as an extra? Hello? Am I watching the same movie? What's happening? Any luck, Reximian? What tales did the Gleaners have to tell you? I'm still in shock right now. Sorry, I mean, like, I've seen the trailers, so I'm like, I know who that is, but I'm like, how did we just talk to him for 5 seconds and then, like, see ya? Is that it? So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right, the Forum is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. There is an Aetheroid destination. Oh, it's like the doorway here. Okay, cool. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to it. Oh my gosh. If you're game, Maximian, I have an idea. Okay, not me squatting in front of her face. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I'll turn my charm upon this Gleaner here, and we can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Hey, bun boy. Random. Hey, Rando. You wish to help me find the marmots. I've nothing suitable to pay you for your service, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. The name is Edenville, friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Nagyan marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For a mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack, gently, of course. He has an... I'm pretty sure he has an accent. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot, or you. Bruh. I'll search the trees to the west. Eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Cool. Talk to me. We're gonna catch some marmots. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna catch some marmot. What the fuck is that? Big back. It's a troll. Hello? Marmot? Are you here? Oh. Hey. Oh, okay. Hi.
Oh yeah. We'll do that. We'll do one of these. We'll do this. Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, another one. Hey. Another one. Oh, okay. Come on. Where are you? Am I just getting one? How many I feel like I'm losing that. Oh, okay. No. Cool. This music is so grand. Those big monsters remind me of the book Where the Wild Things Are. Yeah, I was gonna say, they literally look like, cause like there's multiple. I haven't read the book and I haven't seen the movie. But there's like multiple monsters, right? That like are with the kid. And I was gonna say it looks like because I feel like they look like masks, or at least like the kid makes like little masks over it. Maybe I'm imagining or thinking of it differently, but yeah, I completely see it. Hey. I definitely see it. Come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Here we are, hunting mice. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I don't know if I like this song anymore. Okay, I like the song now. We're fine. The chirps. We're fine now. That there's a weird whistle tone that I'm not really digging. It's cute though. It's a cute little. It feels very whimsical. The violin, I dig that. Very I need threat current. Hi. Get in my bag. I caught you. You're mine now. And you'll be mine forever. Oh, I have to fight them. I'm all like, let me go and collect that real quick. Whoa. Ooh, that one got me. Where did I put this? Oh, I put it here. Sorry. I should have brought Gigi out, but it's fine. Oh, I didn't even grab the... Literally didn't grab the ether current. That was the whole reason I ran over here. Gigi, where are you? That's not what I meant to grab. Gigi, where are you? Okay. Gigi, stay with me. You can't leave like that. We got it. I'm like I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused as to, oh shit, there's 3 here. I'm kind of confused as to the layout. Oh okay. I'm gonna keep minding my own business. I'm gonna assume one of those is Garlemald. Garlemald? I'm coming. I'm coming. Hiya. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. It's this one. Damn, he's good. I suck. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Marmot. Wait, here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. I don't even know what creatures those are that are whistling in my ear. Thankfully, the marmots seemed to be unharmed. They held up well in the isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Who tasked you to capture them in the first place? What will you do with the marmots now? I don't know if that's too, brazen of me to ask. Why, the authority in charge of Labyrinthos now, and in perpetuity. Perpetuity? The same officials who have had us working day and night of late. The honorable members of the forum. Who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock. I can't. I don't know what the forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I know they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. They're planning an arc thing here. I'm picking up the pieces from the book. The history with Nyankämpf and all these different things, they have to do with us. We're preparing, but we're building a bunker. We're trying to figure out how to oh my god. It's all come together now. It's all come together. Truth be told, the forum's decision of late has not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the decision, the descent into Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing these decisions put into action, we might more fully understand the reasoning. Everything makes sense now. I just had a... Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Another animal to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. See ya. Y'all, my brain... My brain... I know what is happening. I know what is happening. I don't know the who. I don't know the who. And I know half of the why. But I don't know the other half of the why. The foam contacted the Gleaners guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telophoroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus I'm inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telophoroi's declaration was what set it all in motion. I see. It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In any case, how about we head to the, Archeon? From there we can research the lower... I'm really worried. Cryo, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least let me take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. We follow the path east, through the forest, where you were chasing after the mouse, or Marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you'll need to watch out for. I'm really worried about Cryo. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to the... Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to grab this Aetheryte, and then I think this will be a good stopping point, and then tomorrow we're going to do the whole thing. Good to catch another stream. Hey, how's it going, Aztec? Yeah, welcome. And it's good to catch you. Happy Thursday. Thursday. I'm like, day check? Time check? When am I? I just figured all of this out. First of all, F the Sharlians. I know what's happening. But that part I didn't. I assumed that they knew something sneaky. So then they don't know something sneaky. They're just doing it out of like convenience. I'll explain it all in just a second. Behold the Archeon. As Numenon serves as Sharlian's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. The building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Sharlian's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Cool. Hey, let's go. I did it. Hey up. Oh, you've been here. I think you were here. Wait, were you here? Or and thank you for the good luck. The good luck wishes. The good luck makes me think that you're leaving. So yes, I can't tell if you're here or you're not. Sorry. I'm gonna grab the Aetheryte. That's a good stopping point. Oh, we're gonna switch games. So I can play like an hour of a horror game before I go to bed. Great. What is it? Great science there. Horror games before bed. Okay. So let's delve into some conspiracy theories here. First of all, I think the major theory is that Sharlian was building the Dorito. The tales of loss and fire and faith. They were building a Dorito bunker to go to space. they've been working on that for a while. I'm assuming it would make sense to have like an introverted country that's like so preserving knowledge and like keep it all to ourselves. They would be creating a spaceship Dorito to the moon, an evacuation plan. They would have an evacuation plan in the case something was to happen devastating to the world. And now that they know that this final day, when we sent the letter to them being like, hey, can you help us? They just threw that action plan. They just said, hey, we're doing it now. Like, 20 years in the future, like, we're speeding up the plan. We're doing it now. So that's my first part, right? That's the what. The why. That was also the why. Like, the what and the why is that. The second part of the why was like, I couldn't tell if they were working with someone in Garlemald, or like if they were like with Xenos or Fandaniel / Amon. Like, I still can't tell if there's like a secret incognito, like something alliance happening there. I don't think there is, but I that's what I was saying. I don't know if there's like another half to that. And the who, yeah, I mean, I would say that, like, obviously it's the forum. I would say that, like, Alize and Alphino's dad is probably, like, one of, like, the champions of this idea. I don't know what's going to happen with that concept, though. I don't know what's going to happen with, like, if that plan's going to go well or not. I don't know. But at least that's what I know what's happening in Sharlayan. So like while the whole world goes to shit, Sharlayan's gonna be like, peace. And that's why, like, I think the moon comes, because I was just always wondering, like, why is the moon so important? Why is the moon coming into perspective? It makes sense that, like, we're trying to get away to the moon while the world goes to shit. And then it would make sense, like, it literally in the moment that they were saying they want me to, like, to have something that's easy to breed and like is a source of food. In that moment I was like, wait, they're building a bunker. And then I was like, a bunker, it flies to space. So anyways, yeah, we'll see if that theory comes to light, or I don't know. I used to not make theories out loud because I didn't want to sound stupid, but like at this point I'm just like, whatever, like we'll just make the theory and we'll see if it pans out that way. I want to save Nidana, so I think that's gonna happen tomorrow. We'll be probably unlocking the Tower of Zot tomorrow. So sorry I didn't get to it today. Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to move as quickly as possible, again, out of like binging the story, because I'm really interested to see where the story is going, not because I'm trying to like race through the story. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where the story is going, so we're gonna try to get through that over the next 4 days. We're gonna see how far we can get. I'll be streaming Final Fantasy every day for the next 4 days, and I'm off from work, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I will be on every day. There'll be some other content that'll be coming out as well, so I'll be streaming Stellar Blade. I'll be streaming, I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming some Baldur's Gate with some friends, so check that out. Some Overwatch, some Chef's Life. Right after this, I'll be streaming some Numata, which is a horror game. I'm probably going to try to add in some other horror games as well. But yeah, you know, if any of that interests you, stop on by. I'm still working on like my style of streaming, as far as like turning the stream off and then turning it back on to like segment each section of the stream. Part of that just like feels right for me, because I like to like section off each game. You know, that way you guys don't feel like you're being like, oh, I didn't want to go into the next game. I know that there's like a different mode of that where it's like, no, like I don't want to have to like click back on your name to like view you again. I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Like the best practice there, not to sound so like clinical, but anyways, really excited for where the story is going. And the last little thing, if anything happens to Kryl, anything at all, I will throw this game away. Technically I can't because it was a digital download, but I'll go out and I'll find a disced version of Final Fantasy XIV and I'll break it in half. Nothing will happen to Kryl. So anyways, We're about to go into an ad, which is perfect. I have 20 seconds left. Again, starting Numata. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me for Final Fantasy. I'll be back tomorrow for more Final Fantasy. If you are staying for Numata, I'll be back probably in like, I don't know, like a minute, 5. I just want to like turn off the lights and get spooky vibes up. So anyways, have a good night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.